Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dopeliven TV live. And yes, as always, the views that are expressed on this Dopeliven TV live are not the views of Dopeliven TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, look. So the reason that I chose this topic today was because I was talking to somebody and we had the conversation. We were in a conversation, which I don't think there should be a conversation about it. But and he said that he had some, nobody could ever call me prejudiced because I got a bunch of black friends. So he started to. He never said the word, but he said the lettering, and I was like, okay, well, this is a conversation that I don't want to have with you. So, but I thought I would have it with all of the audience members and everybody. Express yourselves. Understand this. You may hear the N word quite a bit tonight on this show. And if we offend anybody or anybody's having any problems with it, we apologize right off the bat. We're not here to offend anybody. We're here to educate, support, and that's our thing. So, is it ever okay to use the N word? I guess we say that we throw it around a lot in our culture, but is it really okay? What would you do if you heard a white person or somebody else of another ethnicity say it? How would you feel? Well, right off the bat, let me say this. Nobody, and I'm being really serious about this, nobody who's not black and uses the N word shouldn't be surprised at what comes after that, the blowback that you receive, let alone should you expect a free pass. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't say it. No, you don't get a free pass on that. Okay, it's one of the most offensive and painful words in the English language. And some people say you could give some people a pass, depending on the context of what they're saying. Okay, but ultimately I just wish people, especially white folks, would have the good sense not to say it under any circumstances whatsoever. And it's a sore spot for all of us. And there are some people that do sympathize, but never come to me and say, "Hey, man, look, I don't have a racist bone in my body. I got a lot of black friends." Because if you have to justify the fact that you got black friends, you're probably racist. Okay, that's just me. And anyway, before anyone says it, educate yourself on the history of the word. That just educate yourselves, and then just avoid saying it. Period. You know, back in the day, that word was used to dehumanize us as black people and to keep us in our place. And being a bit morbid, and if you think about it, back in the days when they were lynching and killing us and dragging black people, that N word was probably the last word that they heard. So not only are they being talked bad about, but Bree Barnett says having many black friends doesn't mean anything. Absolutely, Bree. That's what I'm telling you. You could tell me that all day long. If you're telling me that, you're probably racist. You got some racist trait, some racist gene in you. Okay, I have a lot of black friends. Okay, so you don't hear us going around saying we got a lot of white friends. Why can't friends be friends? If you have to justify it by saying I have a lot of black friends, I work with a lot of black people, I've had black people at my house, things like that. Come on, man, get the hell out of here with that. That to me is just outright, honestly, it's just outright crazy. I just don't I don't get it, but it happens. All right. And I think now the racism that was hidden and the articulation of the word when everybody was suppressed, even though you might have had it in your head and thinking about it, now it's coming back with the past president who, he never said the word, okay, out in public, but he made it okay. made it okay to go, he wanted to make America great again. So he made it okay to do what you want as far as your choice. So if you want to be racist, be racist. You want to say racist things, say it. And I would imagine that if he got up there and said, hey, you can say the word nigga, then they'd say it. Everybody go around and say it because the president told us to. Now, some people say, well, if you use nigga with an A as opposed with the ER, it's okay. Slap yourself. Slap yourself really hard. It's not okay. All right. Saying it in any context is not okay. Understand? Shout out to my brother Derek Gregg. Shout out to Bree Barnett. It's not okay. How many of us, look, I'm gonna tell you, even when I was young, now we in this generation, a lot of us haven't been subject to the persecution, to the ridicule, to the dehumanizing that they had back in the 60s and the 50s. We don't know exactly what was said, but I mean, not what was said, but how people felt. We can only go by the history books and tell, our story from there. But how many of you have had something actually happen to you like that? I'm gonna tell you, a long time ago, my mom had taken my brother and I to Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. And we were standing in line for something. And a little white boy looked at me, and then he looked at his mom, and he said, hey, Mom, isn't that a nigger? His mom grabbed him up. She apologized, but you learned it from her, from your father, from people in it, because he was a young boy. And he just put it out. He said it out loud too. At that time, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to act. I told my mom. She didn't hear him say it, but I told my mom, and she wanted to approach the lady, but then she changed her mind. But what do you do when someone does it? That's an ass whooping as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not that violent dude, but come on, you coming up to me, you say it to my son. Let me step back for a moment. And again, everybody, the views expressed on this Dopeliven TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dopeliven or its affiliates. So here's another example. I went to visit my son in college. And in college, it's very diverse. You have white, black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Indian, everybody. And so I'm walking down the hall with him, and I hear him saying, hey, what's up? And I see this Arab guy, this Indian guy. Oh, Jordan, what's up, my nigga? And I'm like, whoa, that's not cool. But then I saw a white guy walk up to this black guy. He had a little swag. White guy had a little swag. And he was like, yo, what's up, my nigga? And I'm like, and I asked my son, is this okay here? He says, everybody says it. He said he don't like it, but he can't change everybody. But I'm like, wow. So it's cool for them to walk around, shake hands, and you guys allow that? I mean, you could put a stop to this right now. Tell that person, don't say it. But the argument is that in the group of people that they're with, in the group of people that they hang around, the word's thrown around. There is a comedian. I'm sorry, Deion Cole. He had a Netflix special. Actually, it was very funny, but he made reference to something, and I remember this to this day. He said, look, what do I don't know exactly how he said it, but he said something to the effect of, when you say this one word, we all know it's something bad or something happening, something bad's going to happen or something like that in the conversation. So you walk up to somebody and you say it like this. You got to say it the right way. You walk up to them and they say, well, hey man, did you see what happened on over there by, the people that got shot or whatever? And then we say, nigga, which means, hey, we got something we want to say. All right. That's pretty funny. You said it in a funny context, but still, is it right? I was listening to some music today. You can't even listen to regular radio, which I rarely listen to now, but you listen to regular radio and they throw these songs on and every other word is nigga, and I'm like, is that cool? Even in the song, is it cool to have that in the song? Anybody can debate me if they want, okay? Look, I got something I want to show you. Kind of funny first, okay? But then got a couple more that's a little bit different, okay? Be right back. Greg, Dopeliven TV.
All right, so you know how you can just tell when someone's not listening?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah, they just kind of got this look on their face, and you know they're not listening. And I could tell this guy was not listening at all.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah, so I was like, man, all right, this nigga is not listening to me at all. So I'm going to have to just tell him to his face like it is, all right? Because he's an intern just like me, all right? It's not my fault that this nigga doesn't know how to find answers on the internet, okay? Yeah, he doesn't know how to find any fucking answers on the internet. And I have to always tell this nigga exactly how to find them. Like, I'm an intern just
wow. He really just said nigga 3 times. The first nigga was so surgical I barely even realized he said it. And then he had already said it 2 more times. I guess this is who I am now. I'm just a black friend that lets his white friends say nigga. Cause it's too awkward to stop him at this point. You know what? I gotta stop him. I gotta say something about this. Let me just try it.
Just keep trying to tell
him
that.
Hey, that's crazy, but for real, can you not?
Nigga, I'm not done talking yet, okay? God damn, like you're acting just like this other nigga at my job who won't stop talking as well, alright? So back to what I was saying.
Wow, now he just called me a nigga. Harriet Tubman, I am so sorry. He just said it with such confidence I didn't know what to do. I just feel like at this point I have to turn in my black card. I just don't know where to turn it in. I mean, do you go to any black-owned restaurant and turn it in there? I don't know. I don't have the answer to these questions, nor the answer to the question to get out of the situation. But I'm gonna try once again to stop him.
It's not that hard. Just go ahead and do it, okay? Just do
hey
it.
Man, but on a serious note,
N-I-G-G-A. Stop interrupting me before I finish my story. I don't interrupt you during your long stories, okay?
A little funny, but proves a point. All right. You think that you can just say it because you're sitting with a black guy? You think it's cool? It's not cool. It's not cool. So I picked something else to show as well. I'm gonna show this real quick. I might show it again when the others come on. This is what the N-word feels like when it's said to you. How does it feel when they say it to you? Check this out.
Why can't I walk from the corner where the cab dropped me off to my apartment without someone yelling the N-word at me outside of a car? Like, why is that a thing I'm dealing with?
I was 11 years old. I was at a convenience store.
I was 18. I was experimenting with YouTube.
I was between 7 and 9 years old, and I was with my mother. It was when I was at Columbia University. I was in grad school.
When I was studying abroad in a small town in Germany.
Just like at night, like walking down the street.
This random drunken dude outside the lecture hall yelled nigger at me.
The owner of the store came out and told us to get out, you bloody nigger.
These 2 white dudes in a car drove by, and one yelled nigger and one yelled Afro.
I was at the cash register, and she asked me for proof of ID to prove that I went to Columbia University, and she hadn't asked the other students. I asked her why. She asked me and nobody else, and she just kind of muttered under her breath, you give these niggas an education and they think they know everything.
On YouTube, the commenters greasy N-word hanging from a tree.
We were stopped at a stoplight, and after sitting for a while, there was a very angry knock on her window. I look over to see a scruffy white guy in a trucker hat, not looking very happy. And then he says, "Well, fuck you, nigger," with me in the passenger seat.
If you're gonna use that word against me, like you're doing it to like get a rise out of me. But then you also have to deal with like people's expectations of like how you're gonna respond, I feel like.
After she said what she said, I kind of stood in shock for a moment, but then I took my things that I had purchased and went to the next cashier and asked to return them. And they were like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because I'm not gonna pay to be called a nigga." When it happens to you, I think there's still such an innate shock because it's just like, it is 2013.
It was like 2010, and like I'm still having to like go down the street and like deal with like people like using that as like an insult against me.
Our ancestors were called that, and they didn't have any control over it.
I guess you bring it back to like slavery. You're not equal to us, and this is what they called everyone back in the days, and this is what we feel like is right to call you.
It was a word that was used purposefully with the intention of like keeping black people down and in their place.
They just see my skin color, and then the first thing that they think is like hatred.
This terrible word, basically, that I thought was exclusive to America and America's history with slavery had traveled across oceans to other countries. It was just really, yeah, it hurt.
Bring my man Chris Lane on.
What's up, bro?
I'm chilling, man.
You look tired, man.
Huh?
So you look tired, man.
You don't know the half of it, bro. But, you know, I don't complain.
They are far too beautiful to be worn by mere mortals. And meet every moment with grace in Martha Graham's taping of Persephone at City Center.
And, is it okay for anybody to say it, really? But is it okay for people of other races, people of other cultures to say it especially? Okay, it's a bitter pill to swallow, and I've heard it hurled at me before. I mean, what do you feel about that?
Half the world wondering whether the man should have made his career in theater rather than on the runway.
Actually,
Stretch fabric design is sensual, innovative.
actually, the word is
Uniquely brave.
it's for ignorant people. So can they apply to any race? Because the reason, well, let's go back to the origin though. The origin of the word is actually means king, king, royalty. It's Niga, and that's what we were called. That's what we were called then. But when we got over here to the States, or Turtle Island, or whatever they want to call it, that's when it became a negative factor. So, I mean, the way I feel about the word, that the word holds no weight to me. So,
and I guess a lot of people know because we know they got to a point where they when, like you said, when they brought us over to Turtle Island, they wanted us to stay below them. You know, they said, you know, if you educate the niggas, then we in trouble. All right, don't give them an education. Bring them over here, make them work, and keep them low. Make them have low self-esteem about themselves. Okay, and we're gonna be able to do what we got to do. All right, but then, once we became educated and we kind of wanted our 40 acres and a mule, and we still didn't get it, and we became more and more educated, the more they tried to hold us back. And then there was a moment where they stopped saying the word for a little bit. You know, it wasn't as rampant, but it came back. And I blame Trump, but it came back. I'm just saying that it came back, and we in it. You know what I'm saying? And right now, you don't know who is going to say this word at any moment. You know what I'm saying? it's a trip to me, okay? And reason I said it, brought it up today because it's not a conversation that I generally have, okay? I don't want to talk to you about the the word, well, if you say if we say it with an ER, it's bad, but if you say it with an A, it ain't. Fuck out of here. I mean, get the hell out of here. I'm sorry. Y'all know I don't do that, okay? But I mean, Chris, I don't get it, dude.
I understand where you're coming from. It's just, like I said, the word don't hold strength to me anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even.
You don't give it
just, yeah, I don't give it power of authority over me.
But let's keep it 100. If a white person, and I'm gonna say it because that's generally where the destruction comes in. A white person saying it to a black person. White person came up to you, and you're doing a lot of stuff right now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Doing way better than they are. What can I do with that? And they come to you and say, you know what, they're gonna want. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe more.
So the way that I combat that, because it's happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say the word means an ignorant person. So who's the nigger now? It's what I normally say. Especially if they're trying to get me out of character, because it takes a lot to get me out of character.
Exactly, and that's what they're trying to do. Okay, they want to get you out of character. And man, look, I'm getting ready to get this gentleman who's he's gone from literally nothing. I'm gonna say literally nothing to owning his own radio station, and it is getting syndicated. I'm so proud of this guy, man. So I'm gonna get him on in a second as soon as I can.
So that video I sent you is KRS-One explaining the word.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play that. I got it. So I got to make sure that I can play it without everything getting messed up. Let me get my man, Mr. Fluent, on here. That's the moment here. I gotta know. No, I took the wrong link. Don't do that one. I just sent him the link to the video I played. Ain't that nothing? Long day, bro. Long week, actually.
Trust me, I know, bro.
You know, you're doing too much, dude. I got to talk to you, dog.
What I do this time?
You ain't did nothing wrong. I'm just saying you doing too much. You used to tell me. You used to tell me. One at a time, Greg. Do one thing real good, and then move on to something else. Remember that?
I do remember that. The thing about it is that
I just sent you a link, Mr. Fluent.
They just throwing everything at me now. So now I have to pick and choose what I do.
The power of the word no. And see, my thing is this, man. Now I got about 3 things going. You got something going on there too, right? I got about 3 things going on right now too. And it's kind of hard, Chris. Once you into it, and Mr. Fluent's going to speak on that too. Once you into it, man, it's kind of hard to just hold up. Wait a minute, you know. Everybody say hey.
Hey.
Everybody say hey, Maurice.
Hey, what's up?
Maurice and I planned this, y'all know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even, sometimes I don't even think Maurice is real. All right.
They don't want us doing the show to ourselves. That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, first and thank you guys for coming. Well, thank y'all. Y'all part of the crew. Let me introduce this guy, man. I'm gonna give him this a great introduction because I'm really so proud of this guy, man.
Oh man.
He started with a small, actually started with doing his radio station on someone else's venue, and he worked, hustled him along with his beautiful wife. They worked, they hustled. The epitome of going for it. The epitome of work and hard work, man. This is Mr. Fluent, y'all.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, my man?
Look, brother, he has a radio station. It's Fluent Radio, and it's picking up steam faster than anybody probably could. Probably faster than you could imagine yourself.
Yeah, something like that.
But it's all good, man. But he popped on, and he always he people call him controversial, but he always speaks his mind. Hey, Chris, his shoe game is way better than mine, dude. Way better. And hey, look, I don't have a problem saying it either. His shoe game is way better than mine. I came in one day to this radio station with some brand new J's on. He had the vintage J's, the $2,500 pair, man. I had the $200 pair, and I'm like, come on, Fluent, don't do me like that, man. And right now, here, okay, he's not as shiny as he normally is, okay. So
yeah, today's day off.
Just like y'all, when y'all ain't doing too much, man, y'all take that shine off, man. Okay.
No, man, I had to retire my shine, bro. I had to get rid of it.
Yeah, okay, but when the time comes, you're gonna do it. But you know what, Fluent, let me say, man, number one, I'm proud of you, bro, for everything that you're doing, okay?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Work. But this N-word, man. This N-word. And I know you got something to say, so
yes.
Go ahead, bro.
I look at it like it's the culture now. I'm not saying that it's okay because I say it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I say it all the time. It don't really stop any business because I always figured no matter what room you go into, you are the same person. No matter what boardroom you go into or whatever the case is, as you, Greg, you know me, I've been me since you've known me. And I'm the same person. I don't, I put on suits every now and then, whatever the case is, but I'm just the same person now. Until we get rid of niggas, the word nigga will always be here.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And we walk around in competition. We act the same word that everybody wanted us to get rid of is the same way that we act sometimes.
That we act, yes. So how can we complain about somebody coming up, a white person coming up to us and saying it when that's what we acting like? I mean, you know what I'm saying? We acting like exactly what they think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard. Well, I was going to say that they come to us like that because they put all of us in the same category. Mm-hmm. And everyone is not like that. You know what I'm saying? So they take one example of us and think that we all act that way, and that's not true. Because if that's the case, we could take one example of them and do the exact same thing, but we don't because we know better. You know what I'm saying? Like we always talk about, we think they're higher than we are, and we have to, you know what I'm saying, as a collective unit. Culture, we have to change that narrative, and that narrative is going to be hard to change. We might not see it in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's too many to change. You know what I'm saying? So we might not see it in our lifetime, but we're going to have to do better as a culture for real.
True. You know what I think, and Fluent, you just said something, man, that I didn't even think about. Okay, because like he said, yeah, I've heard him say it and it's not okay, but you know what? That I think creates the power. So anybody else come in the room, white, black, or indifferent, he already says it. They're gonna be reluctant to say it anyway because he's the boss. Okay, mm-hmm. And generally, as he said, and I think I said this a long time ago too, man. If I'm an owner, which I'm an owner, I dictate what goes on in my space. All right. Mm-hmm. It's not like I'm telling you what to do, but you feel me. You follow what I'm doing because I own this. This is me. And unapologetically, I'm gonna be correct. Okay, whatever I do, You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you agree with that, Fluent?
Yeah, they are most definitely. And also, I want to take my hat off to you because your editing game is good. You editing stuff is good. We were looking at Pretty Face over there was looking at it, and he was like, "Oh shit, his editing game is pretty dope."
yeah, I taught him everything he knows, bro.
Okay, yeah, definitely. But it's just what it is. Be like, for instance, when I first opened up the first location to Fluent Radio, I asked a bunch of collectives that are bosses and CEOs in their own lane, in their own right, about, okay, so if let's try to have like a Black Wall Street type of thing, let's try to do that again, because you see Asians, they do it. Jews, they do it. If you don't believe me, go to a mall. Every kiosk that you see that's an Indian person or descent, they know each other. Just like with when you go get your nails done, you go get your pedis and things like that. They all know each other. They all come up together and do their thing. So when I put this out there, no one showed up. You feel what I'm saying? So, but those are the same people that just kind of like, oh, well, let's try to do this and let's try to work together and this and third. It's like there will always be a disconnect. There will always be a disconnect. We are acting just like they say that we are, but we have the power of that word. We have the power because there's certain people that can say it and then there's certain people that can't say it. We have that power. If nothing else, we have that power. If you don't recognize the fact that we're good in basketball, we have that power. If you don't recognize the fact that we're good in just style, just in general, everybody wants to be like us. We have that word nigga. We have that power that, like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I don't shy away from it. I don't, it's not too many people that actually call me it, but anybody that works for me or I work around, I use it all the time. Jeff calls, my producer calls me that, I'm shooting a movie now. So everybody, because I'm just the same person. Like, Greg, you can meet me you can come visit me right now and I'm still the same male.
Oh, I already know. You ain't got to convince me. I already know. This number one, he's an owner. He's an owner, but he's a fool. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100, and I say that in the most. I'm gonna say that I say it in the most. He knows what I'm talking about. I'm saying it in the most affectionate way. Okay, that's we had sort of similar pasts. Okay, but this guy grinds. Okay, him and his wife together, man. I don't know. Gene, I say you and Robert, y'all a perfect couple, but this dude and his wife. Oh my God. Crystal Witt says, but the word, regardless how it's spelled, is two different versions. If you mean one thing, use the word, but give the permission to make it mean what they choose for it to mean. I'm not giving anybody permission to say anything. Like Fluent said, okay, I'm gonna say it. People know you're gonna say it. People know who you are, so you're not gonna change for nobody. And if you're the boss, they really got to change for you. Let's just keep it 100. This is my domain. All right. Hey man, I'm gonna get off the subject real quick, Gina, because I want you to speak on this.
Yes.
Fluent. Hold your foot up, man. What you got on?
I ain't got nothing. I'm sorry. Jamie, hand me those, please.
I'm like, he look like he's sitting on the couch lounging. He probably don't have nothing on his feet.
I'm shocked.
Some socks, some house shoes.
I told you, man. Come on,
those are Chicago Bull joints.
I already know, dude. Okay. I hate him, y'all. I hate him.
Yeah, he hate me. It's all good.
I hate him. I'm telling y'all, I come in there, man. My stuff be clean. Y'all see, Gina, you see my gym shoes collection, right?
Mm-hmm.
This dude got
yeah, my wife said, you gotta slow down a little bit because we got a movie, we got a film, and we got this we gotta do, so you're gonna have to slow down a little bit. And so now if I get a pair, she gets a pair.
Wow.
Hey, so I can catch up now? You're gonna slow down, I can catch up?
No, I don't do the normal things like a lot of guys do. As no shade, I don't go to strip clubs, and I don't do all that stuff. So that's my vice.
Same here. And my son, you and my son would get along great, man. My son is a shoe collector as well. I mean, he don't just see. I like Jordans and I like Nike.
Mm-hmm.
My son got Tyler the Creator. He got some Kanye's. He got the Nikes.
Damn.
He got New Balance. He just got man. If I could show you his walls, I should say. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous, man. Krista Wicks also says if we get angry, we're allowing their version to mean something different from how we use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's trying to say. I mean, absolutely. Gina, how you feel about that?
Well, I feel very strongly about that word. And
Yeah,
Robert and I,
me too.
we came to an agreement that we would not use that word. So we use something other than that word. We'll say things like snicker or something like that because it is derogatory to us. It's derogatory. And if I feel like, wait, let me hear me out.
You eat Snickers, you hang niggas. Come on.
But you know what? I don't want anybody calling me the B word. Right. I'm ready to fight if somebody called me the B word. So I figure, you know, a man will feel the same way about being called the N word. It's in the same category. I mean, even, and I know some people play, you know, it's females that play with each other and call each other that, and that's the way they do things. But catch somebody on the wrong day. Even with the N word, catch somebody on the wrong day and they're going to take it the wrong way, or, you know,
that's true.
So instead of putting it out there and, you know, possibly getting somebody angry, we just don't say it.
Don't use it around me.
We just don't say it. And then you don't know who will take it in a derogatory way.
I mean, back in my day when we was growing up, we got a whooping for that shit. We really did. We got a whooping for calling each other a nigga.
Yeah.
Okay, but understand
a bad word.
But you know what? That's a word that they hung on Black people as a negative, in a negative way, and we continue to live in that negativity.
Well, I mean, my kids growing up now, the first time I heard my son call his friend, I was like, man, do you know we used to get beat down like a Hebrew slave?
The whole was different now.
You know, it is different, and you know, I have to adapt. And my whole thing was, it was derogatory. We don't need no more. We didn't need no more bad crap. We got enough. We walk in the door. We got enough. Why we need that too? Mm-hmm. And my daddy used to tell me like this: if you cuss and say shit is shit. You can't change that. It's like nigga. You can't change nigga. It's nigga. That's what it's gonna mean. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just being real. Like,
well, hold on.
You can't change it like mother. Okay.
Hold on, my nigga. Check this out.
All right, my blackness. All right, I'm coming.
No, but what I'm saying is this, man. Like when we talking to each other, man, and this and that in a conversation, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And people say that. No, just hear me out. People say, "Hey, yo, what's up, my nigga?" Or "Yo, my nigga." All right. Does that take some of the sting off it if we talking amongst each other?
Well, even that, you know, when I used to manage the groups and stuff, you know, they calling each other nigga. I said Negro, please, or I say, and they started picking it up and saying it themselves. You know,
I don't want to be called no Negro.
No, that seems more racist than nigga.
I mean, I'm talking about around us talking like y'all using the word nigga.
But Maurice, around us, I don't want to be called Negro. Then you expecting me to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and stop by the highway and get that watermelon. I mean, it's to me, like Fluent just said, the word Negro to me is racist.
Mm-hmm.
But not the other N word.
Well, nigga ain't.
You can tell my
nigger. Yeah.
You can tell my mood by the way. You can tell my mood by the way I call you nigga. You can tell my mood.
That's true. That's all us.
Yeah, but when you had it, when it's coming out in that negative mood, you know, it's coming out to be sharp and to be, you know, to cut a sharp tongue. I mean, what do you differentiate the two? Like I said, it could be okay. It's okay right now. I've had that happen. Like back when I was younger, and me and my friends used to call each other, you know, the B word. It was all in fun until one day my friend took it the wrong way, and we ended up fighting. Like we had been using that word with each other. It is, just back and forth in a friendly way. So I thought that one particular day I called her that same word that we had been calling each other for a very long time, and she just stole on me. Wow. Like we ended up fighting, really blood fighting. Like it was blood drawn because I was feeling like, I felt attacked because this is something we did all the time.
Hey, Jada.
For whatever reason, she felt attacked by me, saying that same word.
Jada, who won?
I'm gonna tell you this. He went to the hospital.
Ow.
My mom beat the heck out of me because I sent her to the hospital.
You beat that ass, Gina?
Yes, I did.
Right on.
That child and came on.
And I, like I said, I felt like she was attacking me because it was something we did all the time. And so for you to, whatever reason, having a bad, I never knew why she took it that way that particular day.
Probably in front of somebody. That she,
I don't even know.
But
it was bad. Believe me, it was bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still a culture. To me personally, I just think it's just a culture thing because if you get rid of that word, to me, it feels like you're taking a certain type of culture because we've made it ours. Like we've made it ours. That's just me personally. And I don't know. I mean, if you get rid of that, then you got to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff because there are more pressing things in the Black community that we need to work on besides that word.
And see, I was going to say this, not that same way, and you said it very well. But we basically own the word. So anybody else, if the white people come through and put the ER on it, because we don't say ER, we say it with the A. That's ours. We did that.
But a lot of people take it in a negative way. A lot of people take that word in a negative way. Whether it's got an ER on the end or an A on the end. A lot of people take it in a negative way.
Not us though. Not the Black people. We don't take it in a negative way. All right. But we don't use it in like a regular sentence, we say it as a greeting, you know what I'm saying? We say it as sometime, as a part of a sentence where we saying, hey man, that nigga doing this thing,
But Greg, do you say it to every guy that you walk up to?
No, I mean but if it comes up in the conversation, I mean, I don't want nobody to call me with the ER word, okay, and or Negro. If you call me a Negro, man, look, we got problems. We got a problem. You know what's so funny? I'm just give you one thing on this. My mother was my mother. She's 84 years old. She was doing something. Oh, her census. Okay. And she wanted me to check it for her because I told her, I said, well, Mom, you could have done it online, but she had written it out, right? So she wrote on there it said, what ethnicity are you? She wrote Negro. I was like, wow, hold on. Man,
my whole thing is white people gave us a nigger and a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
White people didn't give us nigga.
Yeah. We gave us that.
They gave us the ER. They didn't give us the A.
The nigga came around the same time we started doing the dozens.
Black Panther movement, all of that stuff. We didn't. The white people didn't give us the A, bro.
Well, then I think you got to know your audience then, because, like I said, not everyone accepts the word, whether it's an A-E-R or Negro.
Well,
you have to know your audience.
Let me ask you this, Greg.
Yes, sir.
So, what about the Negro word that just flips you up?
It's a slave. It's slavery, dude. It's think about it.
So white people get pissed off at Caucasian?
I'm just
saying, isn't that the correct?
I don't live in their world. I don't know what they get pissed off on.
I'm just saying.
But they try to come into our world and try to act like us. You don't never see a black person trying to act like a white person.
Oh.
But it doesn't.
Hey, I ain't gonna say all that.
It's a lot of people that get offended. It's a lot of people that get offended if a white person says the N-word even with the A on the end.
Mm-hmm.
So why get offended if that's not a derogatory word? Why get offended if a white person says it?
No, I didn't say the ER. Don't call me a nigger.
No, I'm saying it's still people that get offended even with the A.
So you got a white artist comes into the studio and the word is in his lyrics. He cool with everybody in there. So are you good with that?
No.
Right.
I mean, no, I ain't gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say.
I mean, the white artist is on point. He's dude. He done been around the family he's family. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He coming there spin his lyrics. He can't come in the studio and say that around me. I don't give a damn how many people he know.
Okay, we got to have a conversation because if there's a studio and there's other people there, and he say that word and they take offense to it, he on his own, dude. I'm gonna see what a crowd going and I'm gonna stand on that side. I'm gonna be like, dude, you said that word.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't get my ass beat for him. That's
right.
Okay.
Go ahead. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Would I get offended? I mean, I think
I don't.
Me personally, I would get offended because
I wouldn't get offended, but I've made white
we
artists
did it to ourselves.
If they use it,
I wouldn't get offended. It's because
take it off. I made them take it out of their song.
I don't know. I wouldn't get it. It depends on your people that you got around you. It depends on your people. Like just like Gina was saying. Gina was like, she got into a fight with her friend about the B word, about saying bitch or whatever the case is. But even that is used about as loosely as the word nigga now.
Yep.
So it depends. So it depends on. Like sometimes you have to, your people that you got around you. Sometimes you have to kind of test the waters to see exactly like where that person's like headspace is, and then kind of go over there. Me, if I meet you for the first time, I'm gonna see how you are. I even had a pastor saying
it. You got to fill them out though.
Yeah, you have to fill them out, and then you just kind of go from there because y'all may be able to relate on certain things, and sometimes you have to say things to certain people a different way. You can sit here and you can say it without cursing or whatever the case is, and they not get it. But then now I got to put curse words because you may not understand it. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not saying that it's right. I just know in my world, like it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. I mean, obviously, all of us have different. Views on it and things like that. But like I said, I don't think it's a culture thing. Like taking that out is like taking a piece of culture to me.
So I have a question for you guys on the panel. Is it a difference? Is there a difference in the environment that you're in where you use that word? For instance, I know you probably use it in your home, maybe in your studio or different places because you know that's accepted with the people you're around. So if you were out in a grocery store and you saw somebody that you use that word with, would you say it in the grocery store in front of a whole lot of different people that you don't know?
I'll answer that. My wife probably answered that. I said
yes, he will.
She said I'll answer it. I'll take that one.
At Walmart and AutoZone, yes, he will.
Because like for instance, Crystal or Will, she said, how do we feel about Cardi B saying it and she's not black? Me personally, like any Puerto Rican, Mexican, anybody that's a minority, yes, you have a pass. It's because just because we don't talk about a certain type of slavery or a certain type of whatever the case is with our Latin folks, it's like don't mean that they don't go through it,
and they still going through it. So it's like but like I said, I mean, I like my where I have my studio at. Like the building manager, he came in. He must have did something. And I was like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to hear the affliction in my voice that I am aggravated. Because I couldn't get to the other words in the dictionary. That was the first thing that came out of my mouth. So once we established that, don't just bust in my office like, no, nigga, no. It wasn't MF, it was nigga.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. He ain't lying. Okay,
it's Samuel L. Jackson.
He is not lying. That's what he look, this between him and this dude I'm popping on right now.
Hey, what's up, my man?
Talking about keeping it 100. Ever since I met this dude, you a funny dude, Florida, for real. Okay, everybody say what's up to Ujima, and that's why I love you so much, man. You and your wife, y'all keep it 100,000.
You know what I'm saying?
Power to the people.
What's up, with you, bro?
What's up, Bougie?
Well, Dad, we got a whole MFing slate on this joint.
I already know Uji gonna use that word.
Hey,
He
Floyd,
gonna
he
drop
said-
it.
hey,
He gonna
hey,
drop that word.
I say MFing.
We're gonna use the Samuel L. Jackson version.
You know me a little bit too, Floyd, okay? And that's actually my little brother, man, for real, for real. I mean, Floyd's my little brother, but that's blood brother right there. And he up here talking about MF, and Floyd, please correct him.
My nigga. Yes, we can relate. We probably can have a whole sentence by using the word nigga, and we don't know what we're talking about.
Hey.
Nigga.
All I'm gonna say is okay.
Yes.
I already prefaced the whole show and just said this word may be used a whole lot during the show. If it offends anybody, I apologize, but this is what we're talking about.
Damn, wait a minute. That's Chris? I thought that was Jordan.
No, that's the uncle. That's the uncle.
I thought that was Jordan for a second. This shit. What the fuck? I mean,
that's the uncle.
What the hell, my man?
So, Uji sitting next to Mr. Fluent. He's owner of Fluent Radio. Does a whole. A matter of fact, is it syndicated yet?
Yes, we syndicated, and we're working on LA, Louisiana, but we are syndicated in Philly and trying to do Atlanta as well. So,
and self-syndicated, okay. But Fluent is.
I'm gonna have to make sure I get your link.
Yes, definitely. Oh yeah, Greg, I forgot. Side note, I'm making my own Jordan shoe, but that's something else. So, all right, continue.
So it's Chris though. Chris making a shoe too. Never mind, Chris. I'm sorry. Did I put that out there too soon?
Chris, like you talk too much.
Hold up, I'm making a shoe too. What you talking about? Y'all tripping. We all got 3 shoes coming out. Let's do this.
Wait a minute, hold on, because I'm making a shoe too with no top, so your toes can. Okay.
No.
Just your toes come out.
Jamie, can you
Well,
go
since
through
y'all
and
like
give me
the word so
those-
much,
the
let
shoes
me
that's in
make
the
a
bag?
shoe. Let me make a shoe with the N word on it.
Oh,
It's gonna be the nigga number
I ain't
7.
supporting that.
Where you get them niggas from?
The nigga number 7.
Where you get them niggas from?
Where you get them niggas from?
Everything is nigga. Everything, man. Give me that nigga over there.
Hey, Chris gonna pop off in a minute, okay? I know he gonna.
Hey, you starting to know me very well.
Before you,
hey, look. My person that can say anything is here now, so I can leave.
Yeah, I know. No, but don't leave.
Hey, look. You just got to give a disclaimer, Chris.
Before you leave,
You say, hey, none of this stuff done on Greg's Dopeliven TV show.
Look,
got nothing to do with Christopher Lane.
I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him to play something so the
They're the
video
white
can
ones,
get
baby.
blocked.
They by the couch next to where all the other shoes at.
That's why I'm holding it off. It's gonna get blocked. But Chris, make sure you link up with Fluent, all right? Because y'all do it. Fluent is a whole lot of stuff, man, okay. I didn't even know.
Send me the link too, bro.
Okay, but
Hey, what's the topic? What's the topic?
Fluent, what's the topic? Fluent, could you tell them what the topic is?
As far as right now, what topic is?
Yeah.
The N word, nigga.
Hey, I got a song.
Here you go.
Everybody got a song.
Here you go.
I got a song. And being in his mind, can I send it to you, Greg, and you play it?
Black, nigga.
Huh? Can I play my song?
Chris, make sure you link up with Mr. Fluent. All right.
It's a good song, though.
No, I'm afraid. Hey, wait a minute. Now he gonna piss me off again. Here we go. Go ahead, Fluent.
Oh, here go the ones I'm working on.
Whoa.
Okay.
13s. So Greg, I told you I can't chill.
What do you want, man? What do you want?
Chris, what you got?
What? 13? Yeah, Chris, we gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Hold on.
Oh, damn.
Here we go.
Even though I'm trying to
Greg, Greg, those are the petty number 6s.
those the Boondock 12s.
Oh my God.
Hey man, I hate both of y'all. Okay, so Chris, you know me. You know
I'm trying
me.
to get him. I'm trying to get.
Next time, wait a minute. Now, this was gonna be pissed. This gonna piss me off because the next time Fluent see me, I'm gonna have those on, and he gonna have something else.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to catch you, bro. I'm trying to catch you.
You better put your running shoes on, but not those. But put your running shoes on.
Great. But yeah, Uji, we're talking about the N-word. Is it okay to say it? How do you feel about it? I know that you say it like you used to say it about 900 times in a sentence.
I just sent you the song.
What you want me?
Yeah, play it.
Fluent, should I play this song?
Yeah, go. Yeah, let's hear the song. I might have to put that in rotation.
It's actually good. It's actually cool.
Chris, should I play this song? Because I'm trying to hold Chris on here. Okay, he got these. Hey, Fluent,
it ain't a whole bunch of cursing. It just got nigga in it.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Fluent, before they take me off the air, let me tell you. Okay, Chris is actually starting a journey into owning the NBA franchise team, the Las Vegas Star. He's in Vegas. He's a record producer out in Vegas as well, and he's starting the journey to own an NBA franchise. They're going to be doing an expansion, I think, in 2 years. So he's got to go ahead to get it together and present them the information for that, as well as
you on mute, Chris.
He got a couple. He knows he's on mute. He's doing something else too. He's got a couple of clubs out there in Las Vegas as well. Reason I'm telling you this because, and I'm glad you popped on. I was going to reach out to you anyway. He could probably get you out there in Vegas too. And and Fluent, by the way, Fluent hosts now. I think what is it? Is it Riddles?
Yeah. We have Riddles Thursdays and Fridays where we host that. So yeah.
See, bro, hey, Floyd, just because I ain't said nothing in a while, man, I still check you out, bro. I still know what you're doing.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I know because we still are friends on Facebook and we do our thing, and we, even though we're passing and stuff like that, is that when I get quiet, I'm usually focused on what the next 5 years is going to look like, or what the next 10 years is going to look like. But we just dropped our magazine, our second issue of our magazine.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
So we so definitely everybody who's on, please send me a request. Let's work and do some things and make a little bit of history while we're at it. So
most definitely.
Put your link on there so I can go ahead and friend you.
Krista Wicks also does a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, do me too, man.
All I gotta do is put it in the comments.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, I know I'll see you at Riddles then. That's what Robert and we were frequent out there before the pandemic. So
my fault, bro.
We are out there, and we're in Alsa. We're not too far from that because we live in Crestwood.
Yep,
so
that's where we go.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yes.
Chris, somebody else to link up with. Chris is Fluent. Krista Wicks says drop the link. Okay. Krista Wicks does. She's the boss wife. She has a huge platform that she uses. She was in Chicago. I think she's in Florida now. But check Krista Wicks out as well. Okay, Fluent used to do a lot of interviews too with a lot of recording artists, business people, actors, actresses, you name it. Hobos, niggas, all that shit. All of it. It's crazy. Y'all can find us on Fluent Radio. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and SoundCloud, Instagram at Fluent Radio, or y'all can just, like I said, it's Mr. Fluent. I'm finna put it in the comments. That way, y'all can just look on Facebook, friend me, and then we can work and kind of go from there. So, and like he said, all you gotta do is go Fluent Radio. If you know how to spell Fluent and put radio on there, it's you can Google it. It's there. Okay,
that's what it is. Fluent Radio.
FLUENT. Fluent Radio. Then if you're on Facebook, Miss MISTA Fluent. Fluent. And you know, his wife is like the business side of it as well. Okay.
Yes.
So you know, she's Miss Fluent.
But she's actually she's lady fluent.
Lady Fluent. I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah, definitely. And y'all, she helps me with all the scheduling. She makes sure the magazine is cool. She makes sure I stay grounded. Ain't nothing like having a partner to where you definitely stay grounded and just keep you focused, so to speak. And yeah, we got a lot of things coming up, y'all. We go through our own comedy show with not Murphy Lee, but Keywan of the Saint Lunatics. We're doing a comedy show. We're also doing some song.
Who that?
That was
I don't know who.
that
ain't my song.
on
That
the
ain't
radio. That was me opening up the radio station.
Okay. Oh, that was a Fluence radio station.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Oh, that's our radio.
He posted. Yeah, hell yeah. He, like I said, let me know if anybody wants to be in the magazine. Anybody wants to interview, whatever the case is. I'm welcome to any type of thing. Greg can tell you. Like, we keep it moving. We're very consistent around here. I can't speak for other radio stations, but I think now, Greg, since the last time I talked to you, we were probably at 100,000, probably about 200,000 now.
That's what's up.
Wow.
See, and here's the thing with that, man, too. You know, a lot of people have help. This dude did it, him and his wife. They did it themselves. Okay. I mean, literally, I saw them when they pulled up, and we met at some
Burger King.
Burger King. We sat down there, and he basically said, "Whatever, sky's the limit. Okay, I'm gonna do whatever. Okay." And
I talked to you. We were probably at 100,000, probably about 200,000 now.
Exactly. But I'm a ventriloquist, yeah. But
shut up. That's me.
He did exactly what he said. I mean, when you speak it, Floyd, come on. Chris does the same thing. When you speak it and you develop a plan and you put that plan into motion.
I linked you.
Come on, dog. That's what he does. You didn't link, you just said Patty Peterman.
No, I linked her to I just had a wedding this weekend, and there's a bunch of people that I turned on to some stuff, you know, her family. And it was some people that she wanted to get turned on to the show.
Okay, real good.
So I linked her so she can link them.
Absolutely. But yeah, and before I forget, Lady Fluent, hey.
Yeah, he just say, hey.
Hey, Mr. Gray.
That's not.
Did you put your link on there yet? Did you put it on there yet?
Yeah, that's why it's kind of weird being on the other side. I'm usually the host, so I'm trying to.
I know that's what I'm
I would definitely like to take advantage of the interview for Dag.
Okay, I got you.
There you go, right there.
I got you.
You got him?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, there's so much, and you know, I really, I'm so glad you popped on, wanted to pop up. I should have known, if I said with Floyd, okay, if it's controversial, he own it, dog.
I'll be there.
He own it. He own it. He sound like Michael Jackson. I'll be there. But he's on it. Okay. And there's no filter with this cat, man. Just like there's no filter with. Well, now there's a filter with Chris, but there's no filter with Uji. There's a little bit of filter with Maurice. Okay. Gina just filtered. She just all the way filtered. But that's what we do, man. Influence, you know, that's what we do, man. It's too much stuff that's hidden. Okay, too much stuff that's filtered down, man. Okay, we don't talk about it. You know, it ain't never gonna be said, and I'm not scared to say nothing. Okay, there's the other one.
Thanks, man.
I was trying to do it. But maybe it was a user error, so I couldn't do it. So.
No, I got you. No, it wasn't no user error.
That might be better for me because I wasn't getting nothing from the person.
So again, you know, and he will, you know, if you think that we open up a can of worms on here, go to Fluent Radio. He got Shantae McKinney on there with him. She also helps host the riddles too, right?
Yes, she hosted riddles too. If y'all got some nice cars, we actually have a car show in August. that you're more than welcome to bring out your nice cars, and and we just have a nigga barbecue and just it.
Oh what?
Oh my
Nigga barbecue. I'm down with nigga barbecue.
He had to throw that
I'm
in there.
down with nigga barbecue.
Where's
So the
Chicago
funny,
located at?
the funny part is because I was influenced by, Ice Cube and Tupac, and I used to have a group. Well, I had a group I was putting together back in Indiana called Northwest Indiana Go Get It Association, which stood for niggas back in the early 2000s.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shut up, Chris.
I'm just saying, bro.
So are you looking for any more shows for Fluent?
I'm always we always looking for shows. Anybody who has content. The dope part about being on our station is you get 100% creativity about how you want to do your show. Just as long as you got content, then we could talk about it, and just kind of go from there.
Consistent content.
Consistent content, yes.
Well, this is Drinking Partners. That's my son's podcast.
You said Drinking Partners?
Yeah.
Who is your son?
Els. Well, his name for the radio station is Els, but he's Maurice Bishop Jr.
Okay, yeah, definitely send them my way. And like I said, my door is always open. Greg, you can always come by the station.
It's a real funny show. It's really funny. It's really funny. And they're sitting around testing, IPAs and stuff like that, and giving them their opinions and things. It's a real funny show. I don't know. I sent the link to everybody here. I didn't hear anything from them, so I assume they didn't dig it.
I ain't get it.
I ain't getting nothing.
Why would you assume? Why would you assume that?
Yes. All right. I just assumed y'all didn't say anything about it because I asked you, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say nothing about it if we don't get it.
Apologies.
Niggas be quiet.
Okay. Hey, Suzette says Reynolds, the club.
Hey,
Riddles.
You tell her it's Riddles.
Riddles.
Suzette,
It's a comedy club.
Yeah, one of the best comedy clubs if you think about it.
Yes.
Yes, Fluent stole it from David Williams. All right, so
Damon, because actually, basically, what happened was when TK Kirkland came to town, he actually introduced us to Damon and everybody, and then so basically that's how we, in February, that's how it all came about. Damon is still out there. JD, he's still out there. JD is still out there.
Introduced you, bro. Should have called him.
I got his number now, so now we on like a first name basis and shit.
So just tell him Mills, man, from Vegas, and he'll be like, oh well.
Yeah, Damon was on the show one time.
Yeah, he was on the show.
On our show one time. Mills brought him on here with us. So, hey, like I said, Fluent, I'm so glad you came on, brother. You already know. Number one, it's good to see you because I ain't seen you in a minute.
Yes,
I missed a little bit of the interview. So, Fluent, you do comedy too?
No, I don't do comedy. It's like I'm funny, but I'm not stage funny. I'm funny, but not stage funny. But no, I'm just that middle guy that that got rid of the middleman. So
got you.
Oh, that's right.
That's the best way to be, all the way.
That's the way and I've noticed this with people might say I'm kissing his ass, but I'm not. Okay, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, this I noticed that, like the same thing with you, Chris, Uji, Maurice, Gina. I noticed. I sit back sometime and I watch it. I'm the elderly statement and I noticed how it could be president. It could be president. I know Fluent will run up to him and say, "What's up?"
Yeah,
and yeah, Maurice will say, "Nigga." Yeah, he will. Trust me, he will. Just to see what President Biden is saying. He'll push the limit, okay? Because the only thing is, I remember him saying this one time. All they're gonna do is they're either gonna say yes or tell me no, I'll go somewhere else. Remember that, Fluent?
Yeah, that's the worst thing that anybody could ever tell you is no. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
So yeah, definitely. I'm really excited. Like everybody who reach out to us and do some business and make some stuff happen. Because actually, Chris, because I've been talking about actually taking my wife to Vegas because she's never been.
So let me know when y'all come out, man. I'll show y'all the hot spots.
Go take me to your club, your new club.
I mean, the lounge spot is open. The big club will be open. I'm trying to get it open by July 4th.
Okay, so I need you to do me that favor, little brother, and make sure that my other little brother gets the VIP treatment when he gets.
I'm coming, and I'm cursing a lot.
That's cool.
What's gonna be your favorite word, Uji?
Nigga.
I don't know. Hey, look. That's
Oh, you went to West Side too.
Who?
Mr. Fluent.
No, he didn't.
Okay, yeah, we West Side Riders.
No, he didn't go to West Side. He's from Illinois.
Oh, you're
from the West Side. Is you from the West Side?
No, I'm well, I guess Bellwood. I guess you would call it the West Side. I guess so.
I mean, I'm just saying. Greg, I sent you the nigga song.
Well, since that's the topic, Greg, you might as well play it.
Y'all find that very humorous, don't you? All right, look, I'm gonna play this, Chris. I don't know if this is gonna take Chris off the air. I mean, off. He get it. Yeah, he got it.
I'm going off too.
Oh, here we go. Anybody that got a brand they need to protect, y'all better blank out for a second.
Man, it ain't bad like that. It's just a hook.
It's a groove.
It's a groove. It's a groove.
Lady Fluent, Mr. Fluent, Maurice, Gina. Here is the nigga song. Let's go.
Young boy stepping off the front porch. We're up in this thing, taking no job. Blood laughing, we don't breathe up. Following the steps of my big bro. They done laid it down from the get-go. Put it on the wood, what they hit for. Come up out the pocket with that bank, bro. You ain't gotta ask about the cash flow, nigga, you know. Nigga, you know.
All right, that's enough. I just wanted the hook played.
Everybody disappeared.
They came back.
So you know what I do with that?
What's that?
I do a skit.
Yeah.
That's a comedy.
And we had a clan rap.
Hey, I'm down. I'm down.
We had a clan rap.
It actually get the grooving. You know what I'm saying? But the hook is still, nigga, you know.
Okay, just like we do on Thursdays and Fridays. Fluent, what you think about that song?
It's actually catchy, to be honest. It's very catchy. Now, once we do get the whole FM thing, I probably can't play it, but it is catchy. You can use it, Chris, with a skit. Like you probably would have to go to like a Republican rally or something like that.
That's even better. And he'll be the Chrisette Michelle coming out.
Nigga, you know. Yes.
Y'all causing some problems, right? Maurice,
so this is the situation though. I got a TV show I'm working on amongst everything else that's going to be probably later the year called Nonsense. So it's pretty much like the Robert Townsend and Friends show with skits, music, comedy, stand up.
Oh yeah, I got something for you.
Like the Partners in Crime.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know my other song is I Can't Stand Your Face.
I remember that one.
Damn.
I want to use that.
You know what? I actually sent it to you. It's actually pretty cool.
Hey, look, I actually want to use that like Jack Spade on "I'm Gonna Get You Sucker" as my theme music when I walk away.
You talking about my I can't stand your face?
Yeah, when a female come up and talk to me and I walk away.
Hey, it got a guitar drop that's killer, and I'm not really rapping on it. I'm kind of like doing some falsetto on that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's a little bit, but you know, when I write music, I make sure it's kind of, even though I know the nigga part ain't commercial, I still try to make it where it's commercial. You know what I'm saying? Because all I want is a one-hit wonder. I ain't tripping.
Hey, Fluent, you came on the right night, dude.
Yeah. I ain't tripping. Look, I'm 50 years old now. If I can slip one out there right quick, because I'm gonna give about 14 of them. If I can slip one out there right quick.
Chris, what a way to start the week, nigga.
Man.
You need to do. I mean, you need to do a song that's a song called "Nigga Please."
Oh, I got that. You got
that? Yeah, send me that one. Yeah, send me that one.
I'm gonna send you that one too.
Yeah, please.
But
you have to remember, we had a song with that word in there.
Didn't a comedian do that at one point?
What? Nigga, who?
Yep, that was Jay-Z.
Yeah, y'all know what's real funny right
Jigga.
now? So
Jigga.
on my post, it has closed captioning, right?
Yeah, it keeps
They got asterisks in place.
Yes.
The whole show is asterisked out.
Yeah, right.
They got asterisks in place to the word, dude. Come on, man.
Hey,
They know.
What if TGE was on here and said, nigga, please?
Oh, wait, hold on.
That comes out. What you just said.
I think we have reached the threshold of saying, we've reached the threshold. I think what happens is if StreamYard actually does that, then somebody may feel offended, and then they can sue StreamYard.
Oh yeah, because Siri don't do it either.
Siri don't do it either. So I'm sorry,
Alexa,
I can't find that.
Alexa don't do it.
I can't find that.
Alexa, hold on. Hey Siri.
If you ask Alexa, what did you ask her to play? A Tupac song.
Made niggas.
Yeah, she was like, looking up songs by Tupac, and she knew better.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta ask Siri something. Hold on. Hey Siri.
What's a nigga?
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, because you're not about to beat my ass.
Hey, put the ER on it.
Hey, I heard what she said. She said she's not gonna be able to play that.
He said, you're not about to throw me against the wall because I'm white.
She sounds like it anyway.
My Siri be like, now Greg, what if I put the ER on it?
Hey Greg.
Yo.
Say Negro.
Hey Siri. What's the Negro?
Let's say a color.
It's a TV show.
Ask her what is Negro. She'll say a color.
He said it's an American television sitcom. She's still talking too.
Trying to explain her way out of that.
You know, when they get to talking, they talk a long time because they don't want to say nothing wrong.
They over-explaining this.
Why are you throwing Siri, Alexis and Siri under the bus?
Man, look,
because it seems like they're doing that on the slide.
I'm gonna make one called Jaquisha. I'm gonna have a series type thing called Jaquisha.
So which one do y'all think is more into it? Because I was trying to curse my Siri out. I got Siri, and Siri was like, "That's not nice."
Exactly.
And now she's still talking. They were talking to her.
Yeah, Alexis is a little bit more ghetto. That's what I had, Alexis.
Alexis.
I had Alexis and shit.
You must have bought it from some nigga named Cleophas.
Yeah.
Before I went corporate, I had.
It was actually Jacquees I bought it from.
Yeah, Keisha.
I had Keisha before I went corporate.
Hey, Fluency, you came on today, man. But Chris used to have the long hair and all this other stuff. And ever since they said yes, you can do an NBA franchise, Chris cut all his hair off. He started wearing suits and stuff. He started saying, "Take that, take that, take that, take that."
And it's crazy how it only takes like a few moves to where you just kind of start changing, and then it's just the people around you. Either they're gonna change with you, or you kind of like drop off.
Yeah.
So it's like a rocket, right? It's like a rocket. Like only a few people can hold on because you're going somewhere where the sky's the limit. So you're going somewhere and everybody can't hold on. You know what I'm saying? Because we started out with a lot of people and they dropped off. Because you reach that ceiling and you just gotta let some people go. It's sad, but it is what it is. So Chris, so definitely Chris and everybody else, I understand. Like it's hard as hell, but at the end of the day, it's like it is what it is. So.
Hey, look, when I get there, when they come to me, I'm gonna get me a makeup artist and stuff, and they gonna have all the dreadlocks for like probably about a year and stuff. I'm gonna be looking like Chris. I'm gonna have it's just gonna be a little big, but it's gonna be all makeup. and when they ain't got nothing to say about it no more, I'm just gonna come over there like this.
You better hope by the time when they say it, you ain't got that Stevie Wonder going on though.
Yeah. That's true.
I can say that. I ain't gotta say. I can say that. I ain't shaving my head though.
But ain't nobody. Why hasn't anybody told Stevie not to shave his Stevie's
right?
Start like
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Stevie,
you don't care how it looks.
What's the funk guy?
You talking about
George Clinton? He shaved all this stuff off.
Did he?
Yep.
Really?
Yes, George Clinton. He ain't got none of that no more. George Clinton, you couldn't even recognize him.
They probably was falling out.
But he it was falling out a long time ago, and he still kept it. He put some rubber bands and stuff in it, and was connecting them and stuff. But
I think that N word, he used to smoke too much, man, and it started falling out because of that. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta fade now.
And y'all know everybody on here are successful businessmen, okay? But right now, we the ER word. We the end with the ER words to a lot of people right now.
Trust me, yeah.
Uppity ones.
I ain't talk like this in a couple months. I'm just happy I can for a second.
You did clean it up very well. You mean I get a chance to say those things?
Next time y'all see, because this, like you said, this show might be cut or something, but next show I'll be sitting there. I concur.
Yeah.
No, it's all. But you know what? That's one thing that I pride myself on, and hopefully everybody takes note, man. I don't want to censor. It's not about censoring. Okay, it's freedom of speech on this show. Okay, so if we say, of course, I'm going to put a disclaimer on, which I always do every single day. I put a disclaimer on because ain't no telling what's going to come out of Uji's mouth. Okay, but all right, we make sure that we are informative. Like today, we were very informed with Fluent coming on and talking about not only what he does, but the interpretation of the N word. The ramifications of some word and how it it don't affect if you let it affect you, it's going to affect you. If you don't let it affect you and you running your own, okay, it shouldn't bother you. But
I think you can play that video because there's no mute except if you push it up further. Except for the
sound like Uji, dude. You sound like Uji. Play my song.
No, I really want people to get the history of the word. Because it's actually a good term to the word. Just when they brought us over here, they made it. Yes,
Negus. Yeah,
they actually made it
as black kings and
black kings and queens. Yeah,
Negus.
It's actually a good word. You know what I'm saying? It's just people don't understand it because the way that we use it or the way it was used to us.
I mean, that's a totally different thing. It's talking about a culture.
Did y'all explain why?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. You came late. Yeah, we did. Hey, listen, Valerie Wilson says no. We need to stop using it. Valerie, tell us why.
Yeah, why?
That's what I said.
Well, I already told you why.
Yeah, Gina, we heard you. Damn.
Yes.
And that made y'all use it even more.
That's not right. So I got
but that's like saying stop using cuss words. You know what I'm saying? It can't be done. Yeah. Like it's a word in American history, but we have to understand it's not even a word in American history. It's a word in history, period. So we just have to really know
know where it came
the
from.
origins,
The origin
of the word, what it went to, and how can we get it back to what it meant.
And that's what I was going to add on, Chris, that if it was turned around and used in a positive manner every time it's used, it would be different. But you know, when people get angry, that word get to flying.
If you take the word, what the Panthers used it for, which was what Tupac used it for in his music, which stands for "Never Ignorant Get Goals Accomplished." That's what it was used for.
It turned into an acronym.
Right. Yeah, that's what the Panthers used it as. That's what it was in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? And Pac just brought it back in the 90s.
Yeah, brought it back with a vengeance, Jack, because it came back.
Yeah,
but some people so raw. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, because at that time, I mean, that's like us calling ourselves black. We're not black. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, are we African American?
We're not even that.
No.
Do you like it when people call you African American?
I've never been called an African American.
I've never been called that either.
Me either. Not to your face.
I've never been called.
A lot of black people refer to themselves as African American.
I would
not.
A lot of people do.
And that's crazy.
It just kind of makes me sick because they talk about Ebonics and where that came from. I don't know nothing about no damn Ebonics.
That's like what y'all said about the word Negro. The word Negro is like the word African American to me.
There you go, Maurice. You have a problem with that, though, right?
I do.
Why?
I mean, to me, Negro is just like Puerto Rican.
Some tracks. Did she send you some tracks that day?
What's that?
Right.
Mike, you might not want to be on this show.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. What did he say?
There was the explanation is that's what everybody had an identity, and that was a general identity. I mean, everybody was identified by some, their culture, Negroid, Puerto Rican, Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I joked with Mike. Okay, Mike is cool. Mike is cool, real cool people. Okay. We talked about a pass. Okay, I'm telling y'all, man. That's a good brother, man. That's a good brother.
No, I believe he on the show.
That's good. That's a good dude right there.
But there's okay.
Like people got mad. People got mad when Logic used the word.
Get mad with what?
When Logic, the rapper, used the word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not knowing that his father's black, but he don't look like it.
But again, you gotta know what the word came from, like you said, the origin of the word, and we gotta know. We gotta be able to be comfortable within our society.
That's self-control.
Yeah, it's self-control. Most definitely. One of my best friends back in the day, we used to be when you stayed on the corner. Remember my white buddy?
Yeah, I do.
And he grew up in Miller. He grew up black.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, in that circle.
But that's what I was saying earlier.
No, you said something about Negro.
But he said the word more than I did.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because really, actually, he didn't been beat up and all kind of stuff, over time and stuff, and people get to know him, and and I'll say in Gary,
and they probably start
he was
calling
normal
him
then. He got normal.
and that's the crazy thing too, is like, because no matter how much stuff you own, no matter how much money you got,
or how good you get,
that's how they're gonna see us, whether we use it or not. And I'm gonna give you some prime examples. Like, for instance, and it was clear-cut racism, and it's crazy. I don't agree exactly what exactly happened to Bill Cosby. I wasn't there. However, I don't know. I hear a whole bunch of stories about he was about to own this network, he was about to own that network, whatever the case is, and then they took his show off the air, right? Okay, so now, like, rewind a little bit. Charlie Sheen admitted that he knew he had AIDS. He knew it.
And he ran around here burning.
And he's still having sex with all these women. And they gave him a whole, whatever the case is, his show is still on to this day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't blind to the stuff either. So I don't want no one to think, oh, he's just whatever. He's just not blind. He's just blind to it. No, like I see it very clearly, and like, and it's crazy. No matter what you own, like my black folks now, I tell them all the time. I say, own everything. It's more than just saying that you're a CEO and you put it on Facebook or you put it on Instagram. No, I'm talking about get your LLC together. I'm talking about protect your name.
Right.
All these things, get your business license, all these things, because it protects you. Own everything. I don't care what we own everything. I don't care what it is. We own everything. So that way, no one can put a price on how much you're worth.
Right. You're absolutely right. That's why when I bring my fist up, that's black on, not black on. That's black on, which is OW. How you spell that? No, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with y'all, but that's black on. That's when his fist go up. It's black on.
You know what I was about to say, right, Uzi?
What's that?
If it's black on, that means Oprah on that.
Right.
Yeah, she ain't got black in front of it. She just got the on part.
Yep.
Man.
But that's black on. It ain't black on.
Yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. Real life.
Hey man, look. I'm glad all of y'all came through Monday evening, man. All of y'all got some fire, dude, for real.
I mean, you gonna play that video?
Hey man, look, hold on, Uzi.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, play the video.
Hold on.
Play the video.
Hold on,
Chris. Rush Hour. Play the video.
Hold on, Chris. Uzi, Chris. Maurice,
I want to say the rest of it.
Let me play the video before.
Oh yeah.
Everybody go. You gonna hang out for a second, Fluent to get. Hold on, man. Look in the background. He didn't went into the. Went into the studio room.
Well, since you know this, I mean,
his peace room now.
Go ahead, flip it over there, man. I want to see it. All right. Ooh.
Okay, he got a whole shoe store up in there.
Right.
In my son's room.
I doubt it's called the shoe room.
That's the shoe room, bro.
It's a shoe. My man cave downstairs, so. But I said, let me come up here and let me flex a little bit for Greg, so he can feel bad about himself.
Yeah.
Greg got like about 200 shoes in his room.
No, he got more.
We're not talking about pay less, okay?
I don't pay less now. Come on.
That was good. I liked that.
Wait a minute, hey, Fluent. I pay less than you though. Okay.
Yeah.
I pay less than you. I mean, you missed them shoes. Him and Chris had the same damn shoes. Okay, but I'm not. Look, I think my limit is about $295, maybe $300 for a pair of shoes. I ain't going where they go.
Look, my shoes. It ain't gym shoes, but I got $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 shoes, but they hard bottoms.
That's what I was going to say. Mine's is all hard.
Hey, my shoe stuff look less like that, but they hard bottoms.
Fluent, let me ask you something, Fluent. How many pairs of regular shoes do you have?
You have to define regular.
Hard bottom.
Hard bottom.
What you laughing at, Chris? See, Chris, boy,
hard bottom.
The hard bottoms. Okay, as Uji said, how many hard bottoms? I got one pair, Fluent.
I got about
10 pair.
I'm real picky of those, but I got about 4 or 5. I got some. I got red bottoms up there, of course, and then I got some. What are them damn things called? Jay-Z had some on, and I said, "Oh shit, I like those shoes."
Louis Vuitton boat shoes.
Who?
Louis Vuitton boat shoes.
Yeah, I got those.
Yeah. Somebody had hit a deer, and I stepped in the blood, and I made my red bottoms.
If that worked, it worked.
You said that's the closest you come to red bottoms.
Hey, look.
All right.
Hey, Maurice, they call loafers. Them loafers, baby.
But when y'all get a chance, look up the shoe. I think it's called Roddy. It's Radii. Roddy. Look up those shoes when you get a chance. Those are really nice shoes. I bought 3 pairs. They're really nice. I think the most expensive pair I got up there is, I don't know. I think I paid about a few thousand for them. It's like all dinner. Radii.
Let me show you before we go to the video. I'm gonna play the video in a second, Chris. Let me show you this pair of shoes that these people want me to wear. Okay.
Okay.
They're gonna pay me. But I don't, you know, all money is good money, but I don't know if I'm gonna take the money on this one. Hold on.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
I like the straight jacket joints.
The
And all
Roddies
money is not
they
good
like gym
money.
shoes though.
That
Yeah,
straight jacket. That straight jacket.
They're really like you can wear them because I'll show you the two pair. Well, one of the two pairs I got some brown ones. I got some light blue ones, and they're comfortable. But at the end of the day, it's like no one's wearing them because a lot of people just whether they can afford them or whatever the case is.
So where you get something like these at? You go online?
Like these, I got these.
Yeah,
I
that's
had to
what I
buy
was
mine
looking.
for them. I got these, and then I got the brown ones.
Damn, they sell them on Amazon.
Look
Yeah.
at y'all.
So
what's those, Uji?
Them Roddies.
Damn, I'm gonna give me some of them.
They're nice and they're comfortable. You gotta wear dress socks with them. You can't wear regular socks because otherwise they feel really tight on your foot. You gotta wear dress socks with them. So
I like the way they look.
Check this out, Fluent. So I think these are from Russia, and they had checked out the show, and they sent these and said, "Hey man, I want to see if you can wear these," and blah blah blah. They're Salehe Bembury. All right. Now check this out.
They got too many buckles on them, Ilji.
Yeah, most definitely. That's what I was saying. They look like gym shoes.
Let me see.
What the hell is that?
Exactly.
Bumblebee.
Hold on.
They don't look bad.
Let me move
Them
it.
track shoes. Them
Oh, they're not. They're not.
Them Trek.
They're mountain shoes.
That's what I said. Trek.
Okay.
Trek shoes.
Here's the bottom.
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, them Treks.
Here's the back.
They don't look bad. I mean, I don't think they look bad.
And I hope they're not watching. Okay. Well, I better not say no. I reserve my comments. Okay. This is rubber. This part is rubber. All right. Soles are kind of hard.
These mugs right here, right now.
This joint here, this is the cloth part here, and there's cloth in between on the in there too. I got one problem with the shoe. They're and you know, like I said, I wouldn't. It's a possible endorsement for them. Okay, there's a couple of NBA players that wear them, but these are some of the most. And they told me to be honest, so I'll be honest. Uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn in my life.
Damn.
Honestly, I don't really like them.
No, Jason, these are like all
Trek.
terrain.
They Trek shoes. They for mountain. They
probably don't bend with your foot. That's probably why they
not for a while anyway.
It looks like is there an arch on them? It looks like it's an arch.
It's a yeah. There's an arch on them. I mean,
you know, when you trekking and stuff, you walking on all type of stuff, so you're really not gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those are Trek shoes.
So if you go to a mountain or something anytime soon, then they're probably gonna save your life.
That
exactly.
part. That part right there.
But
they got a shoe on there, the Aldo Oxford dress shoe. That mug is cold.
So I'm gonna play this video. It's with KRS-One. Where you at, Chris? I want you to bring this in real quick. It's a. Go ahead. I said, bring this in. I didn't need no theme music.
Oh, I thought you wanted to use it. Hey, man, it's self-explanatory, man. Chris gonna get into it, bro. Us Chris's stick together.
Y'all Chris's stick together, okay? All right, we're gonna try this KRS-One on the etymology of the word nigga. Let's go.
And
you gotta think about the consequences of that. You better think about what's trying to do me.
Gee, I told you to go up a little bit without the music, man.
What am I gonna do, dude? Hold on, we got the noise. Everybody mute out.
Very controversial topic. Especially in the United States, I'm quite sure all over the world. Ask me this question because I just wrote a book called Real Niggas, Niggas. It's a 600-page book on this very word. I dug deep into the word itself, and of course the surface information is that the word nigger, Nigger, is supposed to be a derivative of the Portuguese and Spanish negro. That's not true. And people cite it all the time, and even some dictionaries try to go back to that, but it's not actually true. I don't have enough time to cite a 600-page book to you here, but the main thing is that this word nigger, Nigger, actually comes from the Latin Niger, or what is called Niger. The French still say Niger. It actually comes from Latin. From the Latin, we get Portuguese, Spanish, English. We get a lot of even German words even. We get Dutch as well. Some Dutch words come there, and Scandinavia as well. The idea is that when one country or one group invades another group, the kings and high people, the priests of the invaded culture, they use the same names to describe these people, but in derogatory terms. So the word nigger originally meant king. It comes from the word negus and nagas, and negus, nagas meaning king of kings. There's also, just to go deeper with that, because even before negus and nagas, you get this word called NGA, which is a word called nya, and it goes back to the what is called the Hausa, the Hausa click language. And when colonial powers were coming in and invading Africa, the priests that would have been called the Nkosi, the Negus, the Naga, all Nagari even, which gets its Indian origination over there, the Devanagari writing, they start calling these names derogatorily. There's nothing derogatory about the word nigger, negro, nigger with an A, naga, Negroes, nothing derogatory about that. It's when colonial powers are saying, when a racist is basically saying, hey, you know what it's like? The word American, used to be written in England like the word nigger is today. The word American in England in the 1700s in England was written like, a marginalized lower class people. To be called an American was to be degraded. In that sense, and so many other titles as well, like Christian even as well. To be called a Christian during Roman times was the same as being called nigger. It's when these groups gain power that the names used to degrade them becomes the names to empower them, or vice versa. The name you once had for power, once you're invaded,
What happened? They kicked Greg off altogether.
They must have.
Yeah, they froze that up. They throttled the hell out of that.
Yeah, he gotta stop using that. He gotta stop using that bootleg internet, man.
Using that nigger net.
Precedent.
What?
Yeah, nigger net. Yeah.
Nigger net. We're looking down on the word president. So in our time, we say president.
Y'all
Great. But if another country
had some problems with that, it's not the internet. It's the.
Greg, you got that nigger net.
Oh, it's nigger net now. That though. You playing Christmas music? What's that? Chris, that's your Christmas music. Nigga. Really? But anyway, man, we get the gist of it. So it's the word go way back. But see, you know what, Chris? What's the girl's name? The one that's married to Imani Shepard. Iman Shepard.
Are you talking about
T.R.
Tiana Taylor?
Yeah,
Yeah. Ask her to say the words. She'll be like, all of those words that KRS once said, she say, okay, yep, Naka, all of that. She do all of that, man. She's good at it, all right? That's my joke of the day. Anyway, hey, man, look, we learned a lot about stuff today. It's about the N-word, all right? Are we comfortable with it? I mean, most of the people on here are comfortable within themselves, all right? Nothing. It really doesn't have anything to do with the word. Are we comfortable with ourselves and the person that we are? You know, if it's said to us in the right context, cool. If it ain't said to us in the right context, and you know, I say this, man. You can say what you want to me. Don't put your hands on me, okay? Put your hands on me. It's a whole different ball game. Then I'm gonna be that nigga. All right, I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? For real. OG, final words, man. After you mute out, because you know we don't do the sign language thing.
My fault.
Yeah.
The whole thing about it to me, and I'm going to stick to the subject, this rip, but I feel like, you know, people need to actually do their history. All right. We go to these suburbs and stuff like that, and they have actually history classes of the African American, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? We go in Gary and different black neighborhoods and stuff like that, where you got these community schools. They don't teach a lot of black heritage. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach a lot of history for us, real life on everything. But you go to the white communities and they teach everything about us. All right, real life on everything. So we gotta be able to teach our kids and different things, history for real. We gotta know our history, because when it comes up to topics like Negro, nigga, and all that, you know what I'm saying? They gotta know really where it come from, just like KRS-One was just saying. You feel me? So with that,
I'm sorry.
With that, I'm just gonna say power to the people.
Cool, cool. All right, final word.
I'm sorry.
Maurice, got something?
You broke up, bro. I'm sorry. You want me?
Final
My
word?
final word is, well, I mean, I already knew about the nega stuff that Chris was talking about, the video and stuff. I already knew about that. It's just the inflection, you know, that they put on when they call us nigger, you know. And I don't call nobody I love that. I mean, we can be joking around or something, you know. But it just was built. I mean, it was beaten into me. I'm gonna put it to you like that. Not to use it, and you know, that's me.
Cool. Gina.
Yeah, you know, I think it's all about respect and how people feel about certain things.
Right.
If an individual is uncomfortable with you using that word with them, I think you should respect that. It's just all about respect, you know. And you know, when people are around and they hanging out with their friends, there's a lot of things that we'll say with our friends that we don't say openly, because, you know, that's just the way we do things. And we keep that within that friend circle. But it's all about respect.
Cool. Fluent, what you got, man?
Yeah, so I'm with what everyone is saying. Definitely, you know, respect people and things like that, because a lot of stuff what maybe myself or Greg or even OG can do, a lot of other people can't do, because whether they're afraid of confrontation or whatever the case is. So you have to do what works best for your circle, and then kind of go from there. Some of us have been living in this culture for so long, you know, it just becomes a part of our just natural vocabulary. But definitely, if you're gonna have something as strong as that word or whatever the case is, make sure you own some shit first. Own some shit first.
Like your house and all that other stuff. Right?
Yes. Make sure you own
radio stations. And,
yes,
you know,
own everything, everything, and just make sure, and you know, just stay consistent. Just stay consistent no matter what you're doing, and that's just for anyone.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We've been on this show one night and we had a dang on good time talking about necklace and everything else, you know. But you know, it was us right here.
Right, definitely, because I use it all the time. I don't, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to go into a boardroom and lose a deal because I said it. No,
I ain't gonna do that. No,
right. You absolutely right.
Right,
I'm not gonna be sitting up there training a bunch of people and then suddenly this come out my mouth. No,
exactly, because
that's not
then
gonna happen.
because then now it's ice outside. Now everybody can ice skate. No, it's not happening. So, but like I said, at the end of the day, everyone just be safe. Is because it's just hard just being black. Just now, it's just hard being black now. It's just hard.
Chris.
So my daughter's finna get ready and go to bed. So say hi.
Hey,
baby.
Hey, baby.
All right, night, baby.
Pretty self.
So yeah, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah, everybody else pretty much said it, man. Nothing else to be said, but nigga, that's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Chris gonna lose his deal tonight, boy. Right on.
Oh no, this show gonna get canceled, so I'm good.
He like, I know this not going nowhere.
Oh yeah, Chris, make sure you send me your number. Everybody send me your numbers and stuff like that.
Most definitely. Fluent, everybody, let's thank Mr. Fluent for coming on tonight and hanging out with us. Hey, Fluent, as we do with people who got some sense when they come on the show, anytime you want to pop on, bro, this is just your platform too. Hang out with us, all right?
Definitely. I'm with it. I'm glad I met everybody, and I look forward to the future, history, and beyond. So
no doubt. Everybody, y'all can go Google Fluent Radio, FLUENT Radio, and you got everything Fluent right there. Period.
I see you and Mrs. Fluent at Riddles.
Definitely. Thank y'all so much for having me, man. And like I said, I'm gonna work with everybody, and then we go do our thing, y'all.
Most definitely. Okay. So I don't have any final words. Like I said again, everybody said what needs to be said. Okay. Be comfortable with yourselves. Okay. Before you start getting all fidgety about one word, be comfortable with yourselves. Okay. I mean, we all got to do this together. Okay. But we, as a people right now, we come together, man, do what we do right now. We network, we vibe with each other, we say what we got to say, and we get things done. And like what Fluent said, and at the end of the day, when we get things done, we make that plan. Chris said this before, you make a plan, you implement the plan, and you make it happen, okay? But own what you do. Own it all right? It's Dopeliven TV, y'all. To go Ujimar, that's Mr. Fluent right there. To go Maurice Bishop right there. To go Gina. And they go Chris, all right? We out, y'all. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, peace.